Mama, I want more toy.
Hey everyone, my name is TFP Freckles. Sorry if I sound a little off, I'm still recovering from my wisdom teeth surgery, but this news was way too important just to ignore. Now, today at Megacon, we have gotten a bunch of different releases, a bunch of figure drops. There's been so much happening. But first, I wanted to talk about two recent figures that were announced, I want to say a few days ago, within the Transformers Earthspark toy line, which is Soundwave and Hashtag. You know, better late than never, as they always say. I think Soundwave looks pretty cool, pretty accurate from what I remember from the TV show. Same with Hashtag as well. I would have preferred if she was in her different alt mode, because I think she was in a different vehicle before season 2, I think it was. But I mean, these figures look pretty cool. I like how simple they are. They really match up with the aesthetic that the other Earthspark characters created when they were made. It's a very nice look. I do appreciate it very much. And I hope any Earthspark, Hashtag, or Soundwave fans are able to get their hands on this figure. But this stole the show today. The newest HasLab combiner has been announced. It is Leo Kaiser, the Japanese breast force. That is the new HasLab. And it looks awful. I'm sorry, this doesn't look good at all. I don't think it looks very good at all. Like, if anyone has seen the CG renders that they've shown off today, like the little trailer to show you what kind of figure you might be getting, it doesn't look good. Like, it's all blocky, and the proportions are just so strange to me. Like, it really doesn't look that good to me. Like, I'm not the biggest Leo Kaiser fan, obviously. I'm not super obsessed with the Japanese release media after G1. Hell, I'm barely interested in G1 most of the time, but this stuff just, it's gonna miss me, man. Especially at that price mark. $300? Like, the Iron Factory third-party version of this figure is less expensive than this. Like, getting your hands on all 6 of those figures would cost you, like, $200-something, because they're like, what, 30, 35 each? Like, that would be less expensive than this, and it looks better. Like, have y'all seen Iron Factory? Like, that looks awesome. Yeah, it probably doesn't transform nearly as well as this does in terms of homogenizing all the designs. Like, with Iron Factory, they kind of had to lie to you somewhat. Like, oh, you know, here's like 60% of the leg, and the figure turns into adult mode and just plugs in here. Like, that shit kind of sucked. If this was the alternative, like, I would prefer, like, fake limbs over this. I mean, it doesn't look good. It looks old. Like, Combiner Wars, Power of the Prime's old. It looks really old in terms of design aesthetic, overall build quality. Like, the little breast force animals are kind of cute. I like how they attach to the chest and all that. But it just does not look good. It looks not cheap, but all the articulation just, I feel like it's been thrown out the window just to create blocky looking figures. And I almost wonder if this was released to compete with Iron Factory, because they just finished their combiner. Like, they just finished it. And I know this would be late regardless, because it's going to be shipping out in like a year or something like that. Like, it finished, like, the HasLab promotional period finishes in March, I believe. And it'll be shipping out the year after, but it is awfully convenient in my mind. I know they wouldn't, like, design a whole combiner just to compete with a third-party company, but it is awfully convenient for Leo Kaiser fans. I'm sure they're eating very well. Oh lord. Looking even at, like, Kill Bison, like, the legs are all fucked up. The tank mode is even worse. Like, I know with these triple changers, where they have different roles to play and will have to cut back on what they're actually able to do, but, like, the robot modes look like ass. Their vehicle modes barely work for most of them. And then the combined form just doesn't look good. And then the tiers are, well, not that great. Like, I'm glad Death Cobra, like, I have no attachment to him whatsoever, but I'm glad he is, like, one of the first tiers instead of the last one. But, like, he is available after 13,000 people back it, which he looks on par with everyone else. That just doesn't look great at all. And even keeping that in mind, like, this is a $300 set. Like, if the amount of people needed to get everything, which everything would include Death Cobra, these little, like, nunchuck staff weapons, and a stand, $300 still, that would be like $30-$40 per figure. And these don't look like, that's almost leader class, Voyager class even, but these look like deluxe class figures. These don't look like they're worth the price from these promotional images. They just don't look that good. I'm not buying into it all that much. But after 13,000 is Death Cobra, 16,000 is the staff weapon, and then the final one, 18,000 people, is the stand. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, why is this the final one? Why is a stand? Like, that's not a... Who the fuck cares about that? Like, yay! You know, 18,000 people decided that this was good enough to buy for $300. You get a stand. What the fuck? That's incredibly stupid in my opinion. But onto figures that people are more likely to buy. We have the... Coming up in the Age of Primes toy line, we got Rescue Bot Heatwave, which looks like the same mold as Bulkhead and Breakdown, which this looks way better than either of those two figures ever did. This fits Heatwave so well. I don't know why they didn't think of doing this first. Like, this looks awesome. This looks like Heatwave. Not Bulkhead, certainly not Breakdown. This matches Heatwave's aesthetic so well, in my opinion. It looks really good. And then the next figure being a Skybite, which I think is cool. I'm not a huge Skybite guy, but like anyone who's a fan of sharks or beast-based Transformers, like they're gonna have a good time with this figure. It looks like he comes with a lot of accessories, a lot of 28 steps. Holy shit! Like that might be a pain in the ass to transform depending on where everything goes. His backpack looks pretty egregious overall. He got the ugly shoulders, but I think that's on purpose somehow. Anyways. Up next, which is what delayed me from making this quick video, is the Heart of Steel Optimus Starscream, plus the Megatron and Bumblebee that'll come with it. Now this is pretty interesting, because like, I don't know if I like Optimus or Starscream here, because I'm looking at their alt modes, and like Starscream, I know the whole aesthetic is like steampunk, Leonardo da Vinci-ass inventions, where everything could work with the power and magic of steam, but it's very unorthodox on purpose. But Optimus's train mode just looks really ugly, and Starscream's alt mode looks like nothing. Like, I don't know what to interpret from it. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like some sort of bat creature plane thingy. Like, the artwork looks cool. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing in that department, but personally looking forward to buying this. Unlike the Megatron and Bumblebee, which that has, I'm not completely like caught me off guard, because I wasn't expecting that at all, but that looks not like, the Bumblebee looks cute as shit, but the Megatron like has a great like Civil War-esque tank alt mode, and it looks awesome. Like the Bumblebee train looks really cute, like it looks very aesthetically pleasing, and the Megatron looks nice. I like how it looks. His waist is pretty slim, like really cinched, like holy shit, like get a fucking sandwich, Jesus. But the Bumblebee figure I really like the look of. I might buy, if it's a Bumblebee Megatron 2-pack, I just might buy it and then sell off the Megatron, because the Bumblebee, I don't know man, it's doing something to me. I really like how it looks. The Optimus and Starscream, not so much. I'm not liking that very much. And then of course, last but not least, we got more photos of Devastator, plus the release of 2 more figures, which include Hook and Long Haul. Like, it was that $90 2-pack that was released today, so want to get your hands on them, you can buy it right now. But at Megacon they got photos of the full combiner, and I have a lot of opinions, but that, oh good lord, that backpack, oh that poor backpack, oh my god, what happened? Who did this to him? Why did they do this to him? Who signed off on this? This does not look good to me whatsoever. Like, the top half of the figure looks imposing as shit. Like, that looks awesome. I like the top half of it. The arms I'm a little worried about, because like his right arm looks marginally thinner than his left. Like, I'm not sure what they're doing there, but I don't like the backpack. Then again, not displaying it from the back, but still, he has literally a dump truck ass, and I don't know how to feel about it, quite frankly. I'm hoping it all holds well together, because like the legs look good, the chest looks awesome, like literally everything. You know that Homer Simpson meme where like he looks all skinny, but he just cinched up his back fat with some clips? Like, that's what it looks like. This has been New and No News. I'm TFP Freckles, and I hope you have a great day.